Happy Friday, generators! Thanks for joining me today for your weekly intuitive reading. If you're new to the channel, I do my readings based on your human design type, one of the 5. If you don't know what that is, check the information below and there will be a link so that you can find your type. If you are a generator, this reading's for you. Alright, so I've changed up my structure a little bit this week. So what we're doing is I've pulled 3 groups of cards, one that represents your current situation, the second represents what you're moving away from, and the third is what you're moving towards. All right, let's get started. So the first card that came up was Frog Spirit. Clear out the clutter. It's a good time to take inventory of your life and your home, your belongings, the friends you keep, your relationships, that kind of thing, and clear out what you don't need. Are there things taking up precious space in your mind, your body, your spirit, your physical space that you could make room for? And then another angle to this that I was thinking about is that at this point, most of us have been isolated for at least a month. And, I think when we're in when the scenery never changes, it sort of stagnates other parts of our nature. So maybe there's an opportunity to clear things out and maybe rearrange your furniture, rearrange the books on your shelf by color or, etc. But this paired with the topsy-turvies, it's about getting a new perspective. So I think maybe if you can shake up your surroundings at home or, maybe shake up if there's something about the people you're communicating with on a regular basis that's sort of bringing you down or something like that, maybe it's time to shake things up and just put a little distance between you. All right. Oh, and the other thing this made me think of is there was this couple that did an experiment in Japan with a hotel where people would check in. They could check in for days, months. They could stay there for years. It was by choice, but it's a very experimental place where you check in and you get a deck of cards. And you go into your room and the colors are wild. Like, it's not calming. It's not like the floor isn't even flat. It might be like rolling, or maybe there's stairs that go up to nothing, or it just doesn't make sense. And so the cards you would pick a card for the day and it would help you to navigate your surroundings. So let's say one day it says, pick an animal and move through your space as if you're that animal for the rest of the day. So let's say for the rest of the day, you're an elephant and you're going to walk on all 4s through this apartment that's, glaring yellow and red and blue walls and the floor is rolling. Or maybe the card says, you have to do your tasks that require you to stand on 1 foot. You're brushing your teeth on 1 foot. You're making dinner on 1 foot. You have to find that new balance. So the idea is that it really shakes things up in your brain. It's kind of like hot wiring a car. You're hot wiring your brain to really look at things in a new way and like forcing yourself to do it. And then the idea is that you come out of that experience more invigorated, more inspired, more in tune with the creative flow and divine flow. So give it a shot. Maybe you don't have to do it to that extreme, but maybe you can find something that works for you. All right, so then the second group of cards talks about what we're moving away from. And this came out reversed, but I'll have you take a look. Parrot Spirit, watch your words. Watch your words. So, and this was paired with the Piper, which also came out reversed. You know, there's one way to look at this. For me, it's, you know, somebody is not, they could be not telling the truth. They could be not acting or speaking with integrity. They could be manipulative. It could be negative, maybe negative that's really, you know, clogging up your system and not helping you really in your situation. It's just making things worse. But there's something, it could be a bit sinister, a bit narcissistic. It kind of makes me think of the dynamic between narcissists and their people with narcissistic personality disorder and their victims. It's sort of this control and manipulation and using your vulnerabilities against you and feeling like you don't have a way out. So the message that's coming through for me is to really like steer clear of those friends, family, news outlets that are speaking out of integrity, that are spreading fear, using language that makes you doubt or judge yourself, and that overrides your internal wisdom. I think this is a continuation of that frog message of clear out the clutter. You know, if people are, you know, cluttering your mind space, it's a good thing to like take a second look at that and see if you can set better boundaries or clear things up. This is a reminder to really think for yourself. Don't let yourself be manipulated. Don't let yourself be led off your path. Don't let them play with your vulnerabilities. And I think it's really nice how these three pairs of cards really flow together. It seems like it just goes one to the next, where it's like seamless. So the third talks about what we're moving towards, what we should move towards. So in, you know, thinking for ourselves and breaking the chains, breaking away from that dynamic with you and someone else or some situation. Claim your independence. And this is paired with the Dark Lady. She is super fierce. And I think with both of these coming out, I mean, it's just very clear. It's time to stand on your own 2 feet. It's very phoenixy, like rise from the ashes. It's time to remember who you are and what you came here to do. It's time to wake up from the dream, from the nightmare, from the stupor. It's time to own your true self, your self-worth, your innate magic, and your power. And tap into that ancient wisdom and tradition that is part of you. Break the chains. And a phrase that came to me while I was while I was pulling this card. There's, I think the song is called The Water. It's sort of a folk tune. But one of the lyrics says, I'm done with my dying. To me, that's like, I'm done with my suffering. I'm, you're sort of fed up with this, whatever this is. You're ready for a new perspective, for some new movement and freedom. And you're just like, screw all that. Like, you're just coming back to yourself. So I think that's a really cool message for this week. I hope it resonates with you. And please share anything if you feel moved to in the comments below. And have a great week. I will see you next Friday. Take care. Bye.